Welcome back, guys. Today I'll show you how to play Kassadin. So he is one of the absolute best late game scaling mid laners we have in the game. And he's a champion that's known to counter mages. So for example, the brand, if he is mid. And a quick ability rundown, his passive makes it so he takes reduced magic damage, and then he also cannot get body blocked. So that's pretty nice. That makes it easier to survive, especially in the early game. And Q start is the standard here, so it's a single target damaging ability that also gives you a magic shield. So, you know, all of this already tells you that it's a champ that does really well into mages. And his early game is awful, one of the worst early games you can possibly have. So all you're focusing on is farming up, and you want to use your Q early on to last hit the minions. And you just want to let the opponent push in. Not spam auto-attacking the minion wave, because if you end up pushing the wave, you don't have any mobility until level 6. So you'll get permacamp pretty much. And when you're using the Q to last hit, you know, if you're getting poked like I did right here, if you use the Q just and time it right, then that magic shield is going to block out some of that damage. And W, so it has two parts. The passive part makes it so your auto attacks deal more damage. This is really nice because after a couple levels, then one auto attack is going to one-shot the caster minions after they take a tower shot. So you don't need to prep them like you would on a lot of other mages. And the active is an auto attack reset and also an empowered auto attack that gives you mana back. And it gives you even more mana back if you hit enemy champs. And E is the ability that you focus on maxing out first. Oh, I should have queued that one. And it deals damage in an AoE, and it also slows. Like this. Brand has a very strong landing phase and Kassadin has a very weak one. You're just gonna step back and try to last it as well as we can. So the cooldown of your E, the way it works is that when abilities are used close to you, the cooldown will get reduced. So if you're playing against someone who spams abilities like Yone or Yasuo, this ability will be up very often. So the cooldown on this depends a lot on, you know, the abilities that are being used. He's playing with summon areas, so it means that he's going to have a way stronger landing phase than usual. Our goal is just to, you know, farm as well as we can, get to our items, and then we start running him down. Also, one really important thing here on Kassadin, there are two really important runes, Ultimate Hunter and Presence of Mind. That is why I like to go for this page. This guy is not watching the wave at all. I guess it's since Jax he doesn't really care too much because he has the E. This is the E right here. AoE damage and also slows. Great for engaging. So that was what it seems like. So the first item you want to get is the Tear. So Kassadin also scales off of Tear. He's a champ that consumes a lot of mana when fighting. Mostly because of his ultimate that can stack up. So you need a huge mana pool. His ultimate consumes a lot of mana, but the damage also scales off of mana. He's playing with teleport. Our farm is okay. It's pretty natural that you will fall behind in CS. Just try to farm as well as you can. Cool. Now he is within lethal range, I guess. He's pushing too far up though. Like normally he will not be allowed to do this because we get spam ganked, but he's not getting ganked here. This is level 6. Bringing them to back off here. Okay, so Tear, first item. And then you can get a ruby crystal. Or actually, I think I'll do it this way, because then I can also get the boots. And just TP back. So boots helps a lot against these skill shot matchups. We are almost level 6. Out of mana. Alright, got level 6, I'm just gonna ult in. So this is the teleport right here that has a really low cooldown. And you can keep using it, and you can see it stacking up right here. So every stack means that it's going to deal more damage, but it's also going to consume a lot more mana. So especially in the early game, be careful of not to spam it, because you'll just run out of mana really fast. So essentially let the minions take out the tower plate here, because then Bran cannot get it. So now we have some mobility with this ultimate, and this is pretty much what Kassadin's hated for, this insane mobility. See, now we have a lot better trading potential right here, as soon as that ultimate is up. And we would like to base soon again, as soon as we can afford this catalyst right here. It's going to make us pretty tanky. You don't have to go for Ruby Crystal, by the way, like the health one would have done a lot more when it comes to tanking this sort of damage. We can also go and look for the fruits. Auto attack then W, if some minions are, you know, a bit too high HP. Right. We can also go and look for the fruits. He just reset, okay. Then I'm gonna push him my TP back. When you want to push, of course, try to make it so your ultimate hit as many minions as possible. That's it, and you can see when you get this amount of stacks, your ultimate consumes a lot of mana. So in the early game, when you're getting back to lane, don't use more than 2 or 3 stacks at max. So the first ultimate stack from here to over here, to get back to lane a bit faster, and then you can, for example, ult over the tower. Because your ultimate range does get increased a little bit, you know, when you ult over walls and such. You can also ult into flash, it's an all-in combo. Ooh, that's a lot of people dying. That's a good combo. So when you're ulting in, it has a pretty high cooldown, it's almost 5 seconds. So if you ult in, it means that it's going to take a while before you can ult out. So make sure that you're not getting ganked, and also make sure that they don't have like some insane amount of CC. That's a basic combo right here. You ult in, you can QE or you can EQ. Let's see when you have boots. Why is this guy resetting all the time? It's a lot easier to dodge stuff when you have boots, so rip the cannon. I want to Q and then auto attack. So you can ult in, then you can E or Q, or the other way around. And then just go back, or if you win, then you can continue trading. So right here, the reason I went in is because I saw 2 low HP minions, so he'll be trying to last hit those. His high damaging ability is his W. But what you had to worry even more about is his Q, when you are getting, I think it's called a blaze or a flame or something like that. Because if you're on fire and you get hit by the Q, you get stunned. And then you get hit by everything else. Ooh, I had to flash out right here. I would die. The ultimate out of the Kha'Zix. He still has to watch out the Jax. Okay, we'll just back off. He's still going in. Not getting the kill. Yeah, I got the kill, that's worth it. I'll take the fruits, then I can hopefully stay. Does he have flash up? Seems like it was warded around here. But be careful, don't use too many stacks of the ultimate early on. You don't have the mana pool to deal with that. And this is why presence of mind is really important, because as soon as you get a takedown, you get a lot of mana back. It's a lot because you naturally have a lot of mana with your build. When you get that mana refund, it ends up being a lot, even though it's only 15%, I think. Yeah. And the other reason why Ultimate Hunter is important, now you might think Kassadin Ultimate already has a low cooldown, so this ultimate ability haste doesn't really help, but trust me, it does. It helps a lot. And you'll notice this when you start, you know, playing a lot of Kassadin. Let's say you play a bunch of games with the ultimate haste in the late game, and then you play a bunch of games without this ultimate hunter in the late game. You'll notice that difference. You really do. So These two runes are something I try to prioritize almost every single time. It's why it's pretty rare that I run First Strike. Even though it's pretty popular on Kassadin. Okay, I'll try. I had to help. I have to stay close to these right here to reduce his damage. Oh my days, that was not enough. He's already fed. The reason I walk close to this one is because of Kha'Zix isolation damage. You know, when you're playing against the Kha'Zix, run close to something, another target, so he doesn't get to proc that. In this case, doesn't really matter. He's sitting on a Yuma's Ghost Plate. I guess he doesn't care much about that, but it's still fine for me because I am picking up kills. And now we have the Rod of Ages, so it's another scaling item that's huge on Kassadin. Makes you tanky, gives you a lot of mana, a lot of damage later on, and you also get that free level. Because Kassadin is all about getting to that level 16, and the faster you can do that, the better. It's not dealing as much damage anymore, you can see, because we are way tankier. And I had 3 stacks on the ult, so if I hit him with this, it's going to deal a lot of damage. But it also means I'm going to run out of mana really fast. He's starting to lose that free advantage he got with Summon Airy. Oh, nice. No one is coming yet. He might just take this away. Okay, Varus is coming towards me, so I'm just gonna back off. Otherwise, I'll keep chasing. I think I'll just go back to farm here. Farming is the most important thing. But even though you're playing a scaling champ, it doesn't mean that you just need to AFK farm the entire early game, because if you're playing low ranks, you might play against people who don't know how to abuse your weak early game yet. So what some people do is that they take Ignite, and even if they have CP still, you can play a lot more aggressive. Because when you're playing against people who don't know how to take advantage of your weak early game, you can abuse that. When you see like a lot of high elo Kassadin players like me, for example, sometimes we like to take Ignite. I still take TP most of the time though. But Ignite can help you secure this. Okay, we are not winning this. We have a late game bot, late game mid. And even late game jungle too. But it's not very fun for your jungler to play with a Kassadin because it's very limited how much you can help. In exchange, you 1v9 the late game. So now we have level 11, that's another big spike. Ultimate cooldown is less than 3 seconds. I have stack on the Ultimate Hunter. We have Lucidity boots, this is what I prefer on Kassadin. More ability haste, it's key. And also because they're cheap, meaning that you get tier 2 boots really fast and then you get to buy your items faster too. Okay, Alistar is over here. And the ultimate flash combo, I'll try to show it at some point in this game. You can see our farm is awesome. It is how it should be. Okay, it's another fight starting. I think he should be able to get out, or I hope he is. And I just try to push to punish him for that roam. The plates are out. Obviously I cannot make it there in time, so I'm just gonna push auto attack and then W. Auto attack and W to push it faster. Remember, if you W an enemy champ, might come over here, then you get a lot more mana back. You cannot tank AD damage. Kassadin struggles so much against, you know, physical damage. So something like Varus with Blade of the Ruined King, you get shredded. That's a good engage. No ultimate on the Varus. And watch out for the Brandol, that's why I'm backing off here. Right now, I might die here, but try to help them secure a kill. That's a good engage, but Wayne was not doing much. Fine. We died twice. Obviously you want to try to minimize the amount of times you die, especially on scaling champs, because it's very punishing. However, we're also picking up a bunch of kills and we are way stronger than Brand in a 1 versus 1. He might die here. I don't know why he's trying to fight the Kha'Zix. Okay, so mid game. Mid game means that you try to go to silent. This is why you really start ramping up that CS count. And next item, of course, Archangel's here. Another item that gives you, great amount of stats, lot of mana, lot of damage, ability haste. You get all the stuff that you need. So this is the second core item on Kassadin. First one being the Rod of Ages. After this, you can see the new item. So here I don't see Alistar, I don't see Kha'Zix, so I'm not going in. That'll be troll. You see 2.5 seconds on the ultimate. We got another stack on the ultimate hunter. So now we need on the Illaoi, Kha'Zix and Alistar. And then that one is fully stacked. Not gonna overextend too much here. Because of these brushes, they could be camping inside. If I get hit by a Varus ultimate, I'm most likely dead. And Sonya's is the third core item on Kassadin. It is an item that can be delayed though. So you have to judge when you feel like you need it. Or if it's possible to delay. I don't think he should be trying to gank top. It's a bit rough defending with our comp right here, because we have a short range AD carry. But no wave clear. And we also have a Kassadin mid. Just gonna try to get this tower. I think that one is gone. We are not able to defend us 3 alone because the Axe was topside. They can take the inhibitor, it's okay. If they take it early on, that's actually good. It's good because they cannot take the Baron yet, so we are getting free farm mid. Is the Illaoi TPing, so I had to get out. Illaoi is something you absolutely cannot fight. I'm gonna try to flank over here, see if I can make it in time. Okay, nice. That's a good one because it went to the Vayne, and now we can try to contest. Might. He actually died. Actually died. Kha'Zix is way too fat. Just mute these guys. The issue is that they don't know how to play. But they like to blame a lot. They had no clue what to do. I'll play around, your laners. So they end up inting a lot. And they get mad, of course. This guy got pretty heavily stumped by the Kha'Zix, so now he's trying to find somebody to blame. Pretty typical in solo queue. But it's something you'll witness a lot when you play scaling champs, because you just can't help. Cannot help. Now we're getting free farm mid. X has been doing a pretty awful job of, playing around the Drake, so they have 3 right now. Meaning the game is going to be really difficult, yes, but we'll try to see what we can do. What you can do is that you camp in the brush, and then you can stack up the ultimate. Somebody pushes up, then you can try to burst them down. Next item, you can buy the new item right here. It gives more ability haste for your ultimate, which is actually insane. However, you can definitely delay it, and I feel like I would have to delay it this game, because I need the Sonyas here. They have so much burst. We have a pretty awful comp against the Illaoi too. Oh, this is a face tank in vain. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm out. I'm not staying for this. Now we can try to sprint. I have to slow him here. I think Jack should be able to survive, hopefully. I'm gonna TP back or recall.
Enemy rampage.
Luckily Alistar is not here. We can try to go on the Varus, but he has insane amount of damage. Look at this. This is what I mean with Kassadin cannot tank physical damage. Varus also deals a lot of magic damage, but obviously his build. This is why you need the Sonias. Because it allows you to run in, get your damage off, and then you proc the Sonias. And they cannot damage you back. This is why you need it. Aurelia is also getting absolutely demolished. I have to dodge the E. You don't dodge the E, it's doomed. Nice. Bursted her down before she could ult, otherwise that would have been pretty bad. So I'm level 15 now, I need one more level. And actually also need one more item. Without the Sonias, it's very limited what I can do. So I'm gonna get the Sonias and then this item after. In this game. I'm gonna proc this one here because Kha'Zix might be nearby. We can go. There's Alistar here. I'll just get bursted down in a second. If I get CC'd. But it's a type of snowball game that really sucks when you play skilling champs, because this is the last thing you want to happen. But it can be a good idea to learn how to play from behind. Not can, but is. It is a good idea. Because this is what happens a lot when you play, you know, stuff like the Kassadin and similar skilling champs like Vladimir. Because you're playing something that loses mid, it means that the opponents have a chance early game, and if they abuse that well, then you will naturally fall behind. I have to camp somewhere and then I want to be flanking, that's my goal. I really has to match the Illaoi. Yeah, we can go in now. See, Varus just a couple auto attacks just blasted me. That's a TP. Just gonna die too fast. That is a slow. You see, my mana pool is out now because I used the ultimate a lot with full stacks. So now I'm suddenly out of mana. They're way too fast for me to be able to help. If they die right here, they can actually end. I have these Sonias. I think my bot lane should have been here. At least take the Drake.
Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Almost 16 too. And Illaoi is such a disgusting champ, it's unreal. It's so tanky and it's shredding everything, but at the same time we have a very awful comp against an Illaoi. Because Illaoi shines when you play champs that have to jump in to deal damage. Pretty much all of us are, except for the Vayne. So it's like a perfect game to play Illaoi. I'll be 16 after this. There we go. Now ultimate is 2.11, I put a point. And it's less than 1.5 seconds. So this is the time to shine. I prefer to have enough gold for the Zhonya's, I don't know. But now is when you can really start fighting. However, you can still struggle against something like a Varus because he's really fed right now. You see, you have almost no cooldown on this. I failed to get the shot down because I missed my ability. But you see, you can just keep chasing. The jungler is dead. So they have to be careful if they're trying to do the Baron at least. If I did not fail that, bro, you cannot fight the Illaoi, like what? Look at this guy. Just have to let him die, because now they'll just be trying to go for the Baron, because the clown is bot side. And it's gone, we can't do anything about it. Trying to get the wave here to stop them from being able to push after they take the Baron. Also, Aurelia being 3 levels down, it's looking pretty awful this game, not gonna lie.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Is it the, yeah, of course it's that guy. Go on the brand. Oh my god, the Vayne is face tanking, bro. We can't do anything about that, she's too fat. This Vayne is so bad, it's unreal. Playing a ranged champ and then she face tanks the tentacle, so sucks, honestly. For some games, even if you get to late game with Kassadin, they'll just be lost, especially if your team is so far behind. So it is what it is. We'll try and see what we can do next game. GG's.
Defeat.
Welcome to the next game. Maybe we'll have some better luck this time around. Our comp is not that bad though. What sucks is that we had 3 AP. Kinda blows. Because it means that the opponents will be getting MR early on, and if they do, it's going to take a while before you come online. Not much we can do about that though. Playing against the Asir, so he's the champ that also scales really well. But it's okay matchup. He's going to poke a lot early on. But after level 6 you have your mobility that you can use to jump around the sand soldiers. Your thing.
Minions have spawned.
It's the same thing here, using the Q early on to block out incoming damage and also use that to last hit with. And basically when you're walking out to auto attack something, a minion, you want to bait out, you know, their poking abilities. It's the best way to play these type of champs. If you can do that consistently, that's how you actually get to pick up a lot of farm. It's how you don't fall 30 CS behind. Remember, his sand soldiers will deal less damage if he auto attacks through a minion. This Q is fine. Remember, it's it attracts minion aggro. However, if you use it in this position, nothing will happen. Also fine. So Asir has fleet footwork. He's obviously going to out sustain because his sand soldiers are melee, so they get the full healing when they auto attack you. One is gone. We have level 2. Do this one and then auto attack. As long as you get the XP early on, that's also important. You know, you might lose a lot of minions, it's how it is. But just get the XP at least. They ease up. Getting invaded. Lucky. If they bot lane move, then I can also help, but usually you can't do much. We had to stop him from jumping over. Oh, he did. It's fine, he got pushed out. And electrocute again, guys. Feel free to use the first strike if you want to. I just use this because I feel it's a lot better. Because as I said, the 2 important runes, Ultimate Hunter and Presence of Mind. You have to sacrifice one of these if you're getting first strike. Also one thing here, you can put a couple points into your Q before you max out the E. I think I didn't do this last game, but I usually do this. It's because it's been a while since I played Kassadin, a couple months I think. But I like to do this because it makes your I'm a bit strong early on when it comes to matching the damage. It's fine. He keeps spamming, then he's gonna run out of mana. So if I had level 6 and he was like this, I would probably all in him. Rip top, I guess.
An ally has been slain.
Unlucky. Happens.
An enemy has been slain.
The thing here, I probably had to back off because Kha'Zix was around top side and he would gank mid if he saw me low HP. We'll just play it safe. Once again, the tier. And we can do this right here. It's gonna make us tank here, and then I can TP back once I have enough gold for a health potion. I do prefer to get the refillable, so that'd been a lot nicer if I could recall a bit later. But it is what it is. Oh. I did not want to auto-attack that one. The way clear sucks early on, which is pretty standard on these scaling type champs. As long as you can survive and get as much farm as possible, you should be fine. But some games, even if you get to late game, you'll still lose if the gap is too big between your team and the opponent. So we are almost even, so that's perfect. How we want to do it, and now I'm hovering top side because my jungler's top side. Oh, he's dead. Wow, he got blasted really fast. Gonna get level 6 off of this one. Why is this guy here? Why is there roaming Senna? What? Bot lane is winning, so I don't mind, but a little bit strange. If I ult in, he can ult me back. This is a good trade. You see, I'm a lot healthier than he is. This is how you poke people. Run in with that ultimate, use your combo, and then you can back off, or you can keep trading if you're going to win. He's helping with these small boy crumbs, I guess. Or is he taking the fruits? I'm not sure if the fruits are even up. Asir, oh, he took the fruits. That blows actually. If you want to push this, use the fully stacked ults. Stacked ults. Push this. Because he just got an advantage off of that, so we'll recall here. As long as we can get this recall off here, fine. It's a cannon wave. We're good to go. We like this, mobility is really important, and now we got the refillable. This makes it so we don't have to waste gold on pots anymore. This should be enough sustain until we can scale up. Using 2 ults. You can also use the 3rd one, but do not use the 4th one. It's too much mana consumed. Now I'm gonna wait for this ultimate to run out before I use it again. Otherwise I would not be able to use another ultimate, because it would consume too much. E and then Q, and then you can back off. That magic shield will tank a decent amount of the damage coming in. And this is how you want to like trade with the opponents. Once again, make sure that you're not getting ganked out of nowhere when you're ulting in, because early on the cooldown is really high. That he missed, that's a bit bad. But against champs that spam their abilities, your E will be up very often. If I ult in right here, he would engage onto me and then he would knock me into his tower, so I'm not gonna ult. But we have the prio right now, so just have to keep it this way until he recalls. We have to help him. This here should be coming in from this side, so I'm gonna cut him off. Oh no, he's getting the fruits again, that blows. And I'm getting cut off here. It's a mistake I made trying to help. So now he's full HP and I have, you know, no HP pretty much. So fruits OP, yes. It's okay, we should be able to survive. Now we are suddenly healthier, a good trade. But if he ulted me towards his side, that would have been pretty bad. I'm gonna see if I can find some fruits here and hope that Garon is not around. He might be camping in here, okay, he's not. Where's the Asir? Lucky, no fruits. You'll not be as lucky as the Asir. But as long as under the tower, we are okay. If you W the Asir, you're going to get a lot of mana back.
Enemy killing spree.
And we'll just back off here. We don't want to stay against the fed Kha'Zix once again, just like the last game. I don't know why this happens all the time. If he stays, then I'm going to stay too. He might be around here, so I'm not gonna ult in. Yeah, he was. We'll just get one shot by the Kha'Zix, so not worth it to try. Unless we get a really good combo off and then CC him to death. We can just wait until we can TP back to safety, and I assume they're doing the Drake right now. They will. Gives me a chance to push. He's doing the same mistake over and over. Can TP this time though. Should have waited a little bit. Oh, they are stronger. I'm not gonna help. If I TP right here, I would get silenced into a one shot. Not worth it. It's the brand like making these mistakes over and over. I don't know why. They get a good combo off, I can ult, or TP I mean. Well, that's a good one. I think he's getting out though.
An enemy has been slain.
It's a good thing Brand is trying to focus the objectives, but he's doing it in a completely wrong way because he got stumped. And he has a scaling mid. There's a melee scaling mid, not a ranged one like Asir. So we cannot force things unless we get a, you know, a kill from the opponent mistake. Dodge the sands for the Q. Now I can push this faster. We can just reset so we can get the Rod of Ages. You want to get it as early as possible so it starts stacking up. Oh, that was a nice one. Unfortunate.
Ally has been slain.
Alright, there we go. We're gonna ult back. So now we got the Rod of Ages. It's gonna start stacking up. You want to get that full stack so you get that free level. That's gonna give you a great advantage over the opponent. Bomb is okay. Gonna get this wave as well. Almost even, so that's perfect. When you get level 11, so it's not only level 16 on Kassadin, level 11 is also a pretty big spike. That a lot of people underestimate for some reason. That thing right here, and you barely take any damage if you manage to use your Q as well. But we don't see Kha'Zix, so if I ult in right here, Asir would ult me towards his side of the lane, and Kha'Zix comes in and I die. So be careful of these things. This is the basic combo right here. We're not getting the electrocute proc because we're not getting the ultimate damage off in itself. They're not getting enough damage off, so I cannot finish him off yet, unfortunately. It would be really nice to get that shot down on the Kha'Zix. That'd be huge. Not gonna let him recall for free. He might TP back. Or he should, if he does not recall. He's staying, it's fine. He has a shield on his C, and he has the ultimate that you should definitely keep in mind if you're looking for a dive. We don't see the Kha'Zix, it is too risky. I'm just gonna cancel this recall once. I do see the Garen. There he is. I don't think I had to flash out here. Yeah, we good. Alright, got level 11. So here is a good example of when you can flash. The issue though is that my E is not up. I can bait out his ult. Oh my days, he's still here, what?
Killing spree.
He's still camping mid, huh? He got his flash out, that's good. He's trying to heal off of the raptors, I think. I think Kha'Zix might still be around. Yeah, there he is. It's too fed right now. It's just like the last game when they're this fed and they're playing an AD champ. You are not trying to mess with that. We can just TP back so we're good to go. At the last chapter. I would get the boots if I did not have enough gold, but when I'm sitting on so much gold, you know, getting these killing items first is beneficial. I assume the Herald is going to be gone, so I'm gonna help and stop their attempt here. I don't think they can do much though. Oh, that sucks. That sucks big time. Brand, help her. Brand is like doing no help. Okay, he got the Drake, it's okay. Brand should have kept auto-attacking to proc the red buff on the Kha'Zix.
An ally has been slain.
If I had the flash up, the Asir would have been dead. That is certain. Oh, no way, I messed up. My bad. I bet. For a second, I completely forgot that they changed this wall, because you cannot ult this way around anymore. This is actually the first time I play Kassadin on this, you know, this new season. For Stump. Yeah, this wall obviously too big to ult over like this, but you can ult from here to here, that works. If I can help the Caitlyn. I think... oh, she did not have the ult, okay. Okay, I can go bot. I'll go bot here. So, yeah, Caitlyn should be mid and then I go bot. Because they took the tower. Top lane's getting demolished a bit. It's not too bad though. Okay, that's a good one by Sarah. Really well played. Baited big time and that's perfect. He has a shutdown because that's far ahead, how far ahead that team is. Kha'Zix is at the Herald, so I can push unless the Garen comes. He might come though because he got the top tower. He's mid. They should be able to hold. We have a Sarah and a Caitlyn, so if they don't hold it's because they're trolling. I'm gonna try to fix this way before Kha'Zix is here. If he's here I die straight up. I'm not gonna ult yet, so I don't have too many stacks in case I want to run away. Is he doing the Herald? Yeah, I guess he is. But we managed to push in this wave, so now we can get the Archangels, and it is fully stacked, so it's going to insta-transform. Right, gonna get the Oracle Lens and a Control Ward. Now we have the shield from the Earth's Embrace. And here the team's actually pretty good for Kassadin. Unlike last game, where they had the Ilaoi that would just, you know, demolish all of us because of a bad comp. Oh, she even had the flash up. Has to wait because like he's really fat. So if I get silenced, it would be really bad. This way, we are really patient. We got all the kills we needed. And we are back in action. Still have to be careful of the Kha'Zix since I don't see him on the map. And I am really low as well. Whoops, the cannon rip. Right, we good. We have a lot of gold. This is stacking up really nicely. We have not died yet. Farm is okay. Gonna get the Lucidity boots once again. This is what I prefer. And then this is the other item that you go for right here. It's really nice because you get so much, you know, haste from... not just... hold this. That's fine. Oh well. This is the new item on the Kassadin. It also gives you a lot of nice stats, and then you also get this, you know, magic resistance threat. And haste for your ultimate. We already have really low cooldown, just wait and see. Gonna flank the Asir here because he tries to ult us into trying to ult. And this is the flash ult. And the way you do it is that you ult and then you flash. So you like reposition the damage to someone else. I just used it just in case here, but probably it wasn't necessary. Rather not have to TP mid. I think they can hold. They should be able to. Then I can go to side lanes and then get my XP and the gold. We can get closer to that ultimate late game stage that we did get to last game, but you know, that one snowballed too hard. Even if you happen to be in the late game, it does not mean that you automatically win, but your chances will be way higher. But as you can see from last game, it's still really easy to lose if you have the wrong comp. Wow, that's a that was not much counterplay to that one. And if you group up here, it's pretty bad because you just get poked out, so they just have to hold. There is the Rod of Ages. Sarah, guys. Oh my guys. Just hold, guys, you don't have to do this. They did not have to do that. Let's see if you find the center. The reason I did this right here was to make it so I would not be within melee range of the Kha'Zix. Because that would mean that I would just get obliterated. So you see, I kited him, I walked back a bit here so he could not Q me. And then I went in when my abilities were back up, but we just lost 2 towers because of our teammates not knowing what to do. I could have went bot lane if they just knew their job and, you know, defended under the tower, but they thought they could go in. For some reason they died, and then I had to move up and we lost 2 towers. But we are so close to 16. When we are, it's going to be a disaster for the enemy team. There we go. Less than a second cooldown. Because we also have this now. Just imagine the mobility we have right now. No one can escape. If you find the 80k right here, we can just run her down. The tower's up, otherwise I would chase them. So if somebody wards over here, I can ult in. Now we can just siege with our teammates, because I don't trust them to get caught. I don't know where the Kha'Zix is at. It's hard to take the tower from the Asir. I'm gonna go bot for a while, so they don't wipe out our towers.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Please tell me you guys saw that. Garen has this one, so I'm not dealing a lot of damage, and this is because we had 3 AP. So they get away with stacking MR early on. I'm gonna hover mid and bot side, because they might try to flank our bot lane. I can go in the Asir. I ulted out in case he tried to ult me into the tower. Good thing Brand is bot right now, because it allows me to stay on my bot and then help siege for this tower. Perfect. So one thing I think I forgot to mention with the Q last game is that it cancels channeling abilities. If they have a channeling ability like a Malsa ultimate, Misfortune, ult or something like that, sucks, he had his flash up. But at least it's gonna be useless next fight, because he has no flash. I don't know why they keep trying to do this, it makes no sense. Another MR item coming in. So if we don't have the void stuff, it's going to be rough. Once again, this is not something that happens very often, but when you have 3 AP, it makes sense that they are going for so much MR. Normally at this point I would prefer to have the Sonyas. It would do me so much. Okay, Aatrox is topside, and I'm scared of fish taking right now when I don't have the Sonya, so I think we can just give it up. We have 2 Drakes. So here, if I get silenced, it would be terrible. It would be really awful. So that's what you have to watch out for when you're going in and entering a fight. Be careful of the CC they have. That's the main thing. Be especially careful of the CC. I think he can push it, Garen bot side. Let's wait for the ultimate to run out. This might mean that somebody's here. Maybe not. If he dies, then that sucks.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Can we do this? Nice hit, perfect. Well played. I have the TP in case they try to do the Baron. As long as Brand survives, should be fine. We can go top here to defend this. Okay, they're not doing the Baron yet. Syra has to be careful. If I find somebody in the side lane, I can run them down. So if Asir was pushing, he's probably going mid. No one is checking. Okay, he's camping in. Oh, that's perfect trap. That's well played. That's super worth it. Good trap by the Caitlyn. Let's have to see somebody overextending and then we can run them down. That's one. Welcome to late game Kassadin. This is why Kassadin is insane in the late game. This is the power you have. That I did not get to show last game. Here it is. Here it is. Can we actually do this by ourselves? So I have to go after the Kha'Zix once he comes. They're not tanking. I think I'll wait around here and stay inside the bush and then stack up his ultimate, and if he comes we can blast him in a one combo. Burst him down. He said to kill in ults. Perfect. This is what Kassadin can do late game. This is all you're playing for. It's why it's really important that you don't grief it early on. You grief it early on, you might not even reach the stage. I'm gonna take the fruits, because if a fight starts I have to be there. And these are the OP fruits. Garen's coming in from this side, they don't have vision of me here. I can't see him here, that's why I'm not ulting in. Remember, I have a 1k shutdown, so even if I get the kill, I also have to be able to get out. So you can go for Sonya's or you can go for Death Cap. I think Sonya's would be preferable right now to keep me alive. But you can also go for Death Cap. This item is absolutely insane. Ultimate cooldown, less than a second. No one can escape. You have this one, you have the boots, this item. There's so much ability haste. No one can escape and no one can chase you. Unless you get like chain CC'd. But in terms of mobility, probably not happening. Could wait here if it's not warded. I assume it is not. No one can chase you. Just keep an eye on your ultimate stacks, that's all. That's all you had to do. Keep an eye on the ultimate stacks and you're good to go. So it means that don't spam too much when you have a fully stacked ultimate. When you don't, fine. Okay, it's good. I flash out of the Garen, they can do the Drake. Just take it. Not sure what he's waiting for. Seems like Kha'Zix is not around. I'm safe to just push it out. Either his top side or people top side. I have one use of the stopwatch. I could dive somebody. But they might all combat right now, so I'm just gonna back off. Nothing to buy yet, so I'm not gonna recall. I like to have a bit of gold for the Sonyas. So if you're camping in brushes, you can stay here and stack up the ults. Like this. And now I see a misfortune on the target. And the target is out. If they overextend, you know, it's done. Overextending is something Kassadin, he's like one of the best champs at punishing that late game due to his absolutely insane mobility. I'm just doing this to take out the shields. He has a tower up. I still have the stopwatch. Right now I'm just gonna poke them, because I had the TP advantage. What you could do is that you practice Siga Samgard before you buy the Sonya, so you had 2 times use. Wow. But our poke is insane at this point. Our comp, you know, we have Syra, we have Brand, we have Caitlyn. Insane poke. Now we are full build Kassadin. So I like to go around here so I can get a bit closer before they start backing up. And this is why I have this stopwatch and the Sonyas, you see? If I did not have it, I would die to like Yeagerlol. This is exactly why Kassadin needs it. It allows you to go complete ham, use everything offensively, and then you have this active. Buy the elixir. I'm gonna push bot side. They can probably end, I think. Should probably just have TP'd mid
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
to be able to end. I can just ult over here. I'll take out the shield. Same thing once again. And this is the power of the late game Kassadin. So thanks for watching guys, really hope this video was helpful and see you all next time.